So on today's video, I'm going to share how you can produce great quality, professional looking videos with your phone. Plus, I'm going to be giving you a few things that you're going to want to keep in mind that you can immediately start implementing today so you can start off strong. So the 5 key areas that I'm going to cover today is position, number 2, lighting, 3, sound and audio, 4, stability, and 5, background. So before we dive in case you are totally new to me and my channel, what's up? I'm Sherri Brown. I'm the creator of the Mom's Marketing Lounge, and what I love doing is helping those busy mamas who are on a mission to create a solid brand and marketing plan uniquely designed with your lifestyle in mind. And on this channel, I do everything from product reviews and tutorials just like this, as well as actual social media and marketing strategies you can implement to go further, faster when building your business online. So if you're new here, this kind of seems like it's your jam. If it's up your alley, then just subscribe. Just make sure that you hit the bell so you get notified as I upload new videos each and every week. So I'm about to dive into tip number 1, but did you notice over here a little video bomb from one of my little brown hounds, my little puppy dog Mishka, who's deciding that she's gonna hide in the corner over there. Usually I put her out, but we've got somebody outside mowing today, and I figured if she's inside, she wouldn't be barking. But let's go ahead and hop into tip number 1. That is positioning. So how should you hold your phone? Now, don't laugh as I am recording right now from my iPhone. I'm recording this video from my phone, and therefore, in order to kind of show you some tips, I had to go and find an old phone. So this is one of the phones that I used to have years ago. It's so tiny, and I often wonder how in the heck I even used to like text on it. But there is this a big debate, because you're probably going to wonder, should I hold it sideways or should I hold it vertical? Okay, now that is really going to depend on where you are creating the videos for. For YouTube, definitely hold the videos sideways, okay? Because when it comes to YouTube, nobody's really holding their phone like this, like to watch videos. Not to mention, you get those black lines on either side of the video, and it just doesn't look great. It doesn't look professional. So if you're shooting for YouTube, doing pre-recorded videos, or maybe for your website, then I would definitely hold the phone sideways and go horizontal. Now, depending on what social media platform you're using, let's say like Instagram and even Facebook now, research and studies have shown over the past probably like 12 months that vertical videos shot like this are actually outperforming videos horizontal. And that's because when you are scrolling on Instagram or you're scrolling on Facebook, you are scrolling like this, okay? So when you do a video, let's say you're doing a Facebook Live, or you are over on Instagram and you're doing like Instagram stories or Instagram TV. Well, when you're holding your phone vertical, you are taking up the entire screen, okay? So again, that's why I say whether you should go vertical or horizontal depends on where you are going to be doing the videos. Now, I know you probably have a question too. When you're shooting on the phone, once you have your position in place, your next question might be, okay, Sherri, that's great, but do I do the videos where I can see myself and I'm using like the front-facing camera, or should I flip it over backwards and do like, you know, where I can't see myself? Well, that really depends on your phone. Now, I will give you a couple of tips here. Generally, if you are recording videos and you can't see yourself, this back-facing camera is generally going to have produce better video quality than your front facing. So all you have to do, go to Google, find out what the megapixels are or what the specs are for your particular iPhone, and it will let you know. Now, here's another thing. I noticed that a lot of the times when people are, you know, using the front-facing camera, which is what I'm doing right now, I'm actually shooting it where I can see myself right here on camera. Now, the video quality isn't really like, there's not a huge difference when it comes to the phone that I have. I have the iPhone 7 Plus right now. But here's the issue, okay? If you are shooting videos and you can see yourself on the screen, I find that a lot of the times you will get distracted because you're going to want to look at yourself on camera. So you always want to make sure you are looking at the camera dot, okay? Now, right now, I am looking at the camera dot. So when you're watching me, it looks as if I am looking directly into your eyes, that, you know, and because of that, it creates a little bit deeper of a connection. However, if you are somebody who gets distracted and you find that you might want to just sit here and check yourself out and look at yourself while you're recording, well, what happens when I'm looking at myself is that to you, it looks like I'm not looking you in the eye. And again, that can make it to where like I may not be connecting with you as much. So that is just a little bonus tip. Always make sure that you are looking at the camera dot to create that deeper connection. Moving on to step number 2, that is lighting, okay? This is another thing that totally like overwhelmed me when I was first looking, because there are so many freaking options for lighting. But here's the deal, right now, the video that I'm shooting, I am sitting directly in front of a window and I am using, you got that right, no extra lighting. It is from the sun. And you know what else is super cool? That it's free. Now what I'll also do is go around the house and I'll show you a little glimpse of what natural lighting looks like outside of my house, in the front of my house, in the back, and also what it looks like with some extra lighting. If you really wanted to just step up your game, you've got a little money to invest in equipment, then I'll show you what that lighting looks like. All right, so this is me out on the front porch, and I just walked outside and I've got the sun, the natural light coming in, and of course, here's the deal. You always want to make sure the light is in front of you, because otherwise, if you turn around and shoot with the light behind you, it's just going to cast a shadow and the video is going to be like a lot darker and not as flattering. So again, you always want to make sure that the light is in front. All right, so this is me outside on my back porch. I am actually just shooting right in front of my fireplace. All right, so right now I'm actually in my office and I've got the window in front of me, so natural light's coming in, and then I also have a Diva ring light. Now these, they're, you know, around $100 to $200. So if you've got a little bit of money to invest, then I will, you know, drop a link below to a couple of recommendations that you can check out. But moving on to the third thing that I want you to keep in mind and pay attention to, and that is your audio and sound. Now, right now, I actually have just a little external mic that I've got just clamped to my shirt. I just ran the wire underneath my shirt so you couldn't see it, and that I didn't have like wires hanging all over me, and I have it plugged in. I want to say this little external mic was maybe $20 on Amazon, and I'll link to it below, give you a couple of different options, but very, very inexpensive, but can definitely make the quality of your video, it can make a difference when it comes to the overall quality. Now, I will add, depending on what type of phone that you go with, a lot of the times iPhones, they come with a little like headset that has a mic attached to it. So so this is it. And then all you have to do is plug it up. And yeah, I see a lot of people do videos and they just use this. So they just plug it into their phone and they just maybe have one side plugged in. I think that's totally fine. As long as you're giving good value, I don't really see somebody saying like, hey, you know, I'm not going to watch your videos because, you know, you have this hanging from your ear. But especially when it comes to me doing like lives on social media, people like real and they like raw, okay? And if your videos are like super overproduced, I feel like that can sometimes make you to where you aren't as relatable. Moving on to the fourth thing that I want you to keep in mind, and that is stability, okay? Stability. You don't want to be creating videos with your phone and it's shaking and your video be like all over the place, because again, it just doesn't look good, okay? And people are going to tune out. So you just want to make sure that you've got your phone stabilized on something. So right now, I will show you a picture of what this setup actually looks like. So this is the setup that I have right now. You can see that I am recording the video with a light coming in from the front, and I am not even using this external. I just have this little thingamajig clamped, and I put my phone in there, and you can see that is the setup. Now, you can also use some type of tripod. Now, this is like a heavier duty tripod that I can just attach a little clamp to, that I can hook my phone right up to, or I can also use it for my camera. but there are definitely some like lighter weight options. I'll link below in the description. But again, you can also use a selfie stick if you have a selfie stick, or heck, you can literally just like stack up some books and stick your phone on a book. Just make sure that it's not moving all over the place. Moving on to the fifth thing that I want you to pay attention to, and that is your background, okay? You just don't want to sit here and do videos when you've got dirty clothes and stacks of paper and like everything in the background, because it can be very distracting, and again, it does not look very professional at all. So just make sure, if you need to, tidy up the area. I had to do the same thing back here to make sure that all the papers, everything was off, everything is organized, which I'm kind of OCD about that anyways. But just find a little space in your house wherever you can, clear the clutter, because you want the focus and attention on you. You don't want to distract your viewers with stuff that's going on in the background. So that is all. Hope you got some value from this video. If you did like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any other particular questions around building a business, marketing, social media, doing videos, whatever the case may be, then drop any and all of your questions below, and I will try my very best to do an upcoming video and give you a shout out. On that note, hope you have the most amazing day, the most amazing week, and just remember, mama, building a business is easier than birthing babies. You got this.